Hi, beautiful people. I am Cinnamon. I am a licensed psychotherapist and a psychic medium. And I work with single women, single spiritual women who want to stop people pleasing and love. And in this video, I'm going to dive into people pleasing and give you a little bit about like how to break free from it. So, if you've ever felt like you're giving too much in love, ignoring red flags, or struggling to set boundaries, then this video is for you. People pleasing isn't love, but people often mistake it for love. And but it's people pleasing isn't love, it's fear. It's actually fear wrapped up in illusion, an illusion of kindness. This type of stuff happens because we have society, we have religion, and we have family conditioning that enforces this message for us to believe that our worth as women, especially, is measured by how much we give to others. Is measured by how much we put others before us. So selflessness is also an illusion. It's often taught to us, like I mentioned earlier, with um, religion and society and our family conditionings. It's taught to us as women a lot of times that it's like the ultimate virtue, that this is something that we should be aspiring to be. And so what happens is over time, this belief leads to overgiving and sacrificing our own needs because it's something that we become used to. It's like secondhand nature. So I want to ask you and have you like stop and reflect. Have you ever compromised your true desire just to keep the peace? So think about that for a second. And there's always a hidden cost of people pleasing. So what happens is when you get stuck in people pleasing, you start to feel, it's not uncommon to start to feel resentment, emotional exhaustion, and loss of identity, not recognizing who you are or not really knowing like what you truly like and even desire because you've taken on this other person's interests. Another part of the hidden cost of people pleasing is ignoring red flags in relationships. And like I mentioned earlier, constantly seeking approval from others and even your partner in romantic relationships or people that you're, romantically interested in. So because you want to be so liked and you want them to like you back, it becomes easy to ignore the red flags. But what ends up happening is the more and more you get into this cycle of people pleasing, you start to realize, well, at some point you realize that it actually diminishes your self-worth and it leaves you feeling unfulfilled. But I want you to think about, what if you could break free from these patterns of people pleasing in your relationships, in your love life? And that becomes breaking free from people pleasing becomes possible when you start recognizing, when you gain awareness of the pattern. And it starts with realizing, like, okay, wait, something's wrong. Like, this doesn't feel good. And then from there, then you can actively work on changing it. But it starts with awareness, recognizing these habits, and then ultimately working to change them. That's how you reclaim your power back. Another thing about breaking free from people pleasing is recognizing that true love should honor your true self. It's True love doesn't demand sacrifice from you. It doesn't demand that you sacrifice yourself and become the second fiddle to someone else, put your needs on the back burner. Someone that truly loves you would honor who you truly are and will embrace all qualities in you, and also be good at communicating what they don't like, but not force their way onto you. And likewise, you wouldn't force your way onto them. So that's what true love would look like. It would look like honoring your true self, honoring their true self, and then no one demanding constant sacrifice from the other. So I want to talk about the 5 key insights for empowered love. And this is something that I wrote about in my blog post, which you can check out on my website. I will leave a link to that in the description box, if you are interested in reading it. But the 5 key insights of empowered love is recognizing your patterns, like I mentioned earlier, honoring your own needs, setting healthy boundaries, cultivating self awareness, and embracing your authentic self. So when we talk about recognizing your patterns, that's when you're noticing when you're giving more than you receive. Then you start recognizing that there's a problem here. Honoring your own needs, that means embracing self-care without guilt. It means putting yourself first, your needs first, pouring back into yourself without feeling guilty about it. Because self-care is not a bad thing. Honoring your needs is not a bad thing. You have to honor your needs in order to have the energy to even give love back to someone else. And then third, setting healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is about protecting your energy, protecting yourself. And you do that by being honest with people when you can't do something or when you don't want to do something. So protect your energy with clear no's. No is a complete sentence. And then number 4, cultivating self-awareness. By doing that, I recommend using mindfulness to reconnect with your inner voice. Because when you're people pleasing, you're not connected to your inner voice. If anything, you're ignoring it. And so you want to use mindfulness, some type of grounding and meditation to get you back connected to yourself. And then lastly, embrace your authentic self. That's when you allow your true self to shine and attract the love you desire. You don't hide yourself. You embrace who you are and your interests and your needs. And what happens is if you have a partner or a love interest that isn't accepting that, then that's the red flag right there. That should let you know that they're not for you. But the thing about these 5 key shifts that I would like for you to take with you is that they aren't about changing who you are. They're about reclaiming your power within. They're about reclaiming you. So I want you to remember, as we come to an end of this video, I want you to remember that you can move from a state of overgiving and insecurity to a place of empowered, balanced love, feeling confident and feeling like are living in you're living according to your plan and your purpose and your self-worth. But before we end, I would like for you to think about this one question. I have one more question for you. What's one people pleasing habit you're ready to let go? I would love for you to drop that down in the comment section. Let me know what that is, and I'll be responding. And yeah, I would like for you to think about that. What's one people pleasing habit that you're ready to let go? Because if you are ready to break free from people pleasing and attract love that honors your true self, I'm also, in addition to this blog post, my website, I will leave a link for you to join the wait list to my online community. It's called Inner Glow Growth, and it's a membership of other single spiritual women who are looking to live according to what they want and stop trying to live up to other people's expectations, especially romantic partners. So, thank you for joining me today. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment, share the video with anyone that you think needs to hear this message, and hit that notification bell so that you can get more of this kind of content from me. Thank you. Peace.